Astrology
Hi
with Amy.
everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Emilius and this is Let's Talk Astrology with Amy. So today I'll be choosing a different topic, which is about Venus aspect on Pluto. So it's an entirely different topic. So because this is a entirely different topic in which it's there's a lot of things I like to talk about, basically. So what exactly the Venus Pluto aspect about? So the Venus Pluto aspect is one of the intense placements, especially as far as love life of a person is concerned, because we need to remember one thing. The one thing we need to remember is that Venus deals with love life. Venus was love, relationship, marriage, all that. That's what Venus stands for. So what is Pluto? Pluto is about the intensity, the obsessions, the attachment, the power, the control, the dominion. Yeah, that kind of control, dominion that makes you stand out, something like that. That's exactly what Pluto represents. So when we put Venus Pluto aspect together, be it Venus trine Pluto or Venus conjunct Pluto or Venus square Pluto or Venus opposition Pluto, when we put these two together, let me just say the Venus hard aspects on Pluto, because I think this Venus Pluto aspect, the hard aspect tends to be something in which it tends to appear most in natal chart. Yeah. So let's just go into the details itself of what Venus Pluto is about. Venus aspect on Pluto. So what is Venus aspect on Pluto all about is that it's a very intense placement, as I said before, in a natal chart, and it talks about people. Some people in which they have their thing going on for them. These are great individuals, powerful individuals, strong individuals. Meeting a Venus Pluto person is like meeting kind of like a powerful person, because they tend to have this thing about themselves going on, like they tend to appear this strong, like they have this tough skin. Like nothing gets through to them, because the Pluto represents traumas, Pluto represents pains, Pluto represents hidden wounds. Now these people go through a lot in life, and being through this whole thing that they've been through, with everything they've been through, they're able to come out strong. And that's why Venus Pluto people, anything they push, anything they want to achieve, they know how to achieve it. Like they go all out to achieve it. They are very, very intense people in anything they want to do, in anything they want to achieve, be it maybe on the financial aspect, maybe on the career aspect, on relationship aspect. There's one thing I want you to take note about Venus Pluto aspect people, is that if there's anything they set their heart on that they want to achieve, especially on matters related to the Venus significations, be it love, finances, material achievements and all that, these people always stand out in it. And they are not being shaken by anything when they are going forward. They are not being shaken. They are not not being afraid to get what they want. They go all out to achieve their goals. So how's the life of those people like? Venus Pluto aspect people tends to be private. They have this private life. There's not much difference between Venus aspect Pluto people and Venus in Scorpio or Venus in 8th house. They tend to share similar personality traits. So these people tend to be very, very reserved person in nature. They tend to be very kind of ambitious people, determined people. They tend to be very industrious people. People who want to be champion of what they're doing or whatever they undertake. They tend to become powerful individuals, great individuals, like and they are kind of people in which they have control over their desires. What I mean by control over desires is that if they have anything they want to achieve in their life or make happen in their life, they go all out full of passion, with extreme passion. They go all out to achieve it. So it exactly explains how these people are so committed into anything they want to achieve. Like they are so committed and they do everything possible to achieve it. That's exactly interesting about these people. And one thing about these people, you will never know what's going on in their life. Hardly will you know what's going on in their life. They have this thing about them, this secrecy in their life, this privacy about them that nobody knows what's going on. Be it their love life, their personal life. They have this inner strength. They possess this inner strength in able to, hold on to certain things in themselves. Hold on to certain things that not many people will know what's going on in their life. Not many people will know. So they may look good at the outside, but they are dealing with a lot of traumas, a lot of past traumas within themselves, inside themselves. These are the kind of people in which they've gone through a lot in life and they still kind of like survive. They still survive despite all what they've been through. So that really explains this people life. Now let's go to the love life of these people. How is the love life? The love life of these people, they tend to be very obsessed people. Get this straight. There it is. They tend to be obsessed people. Like what I mean by obsessed people is that when they finally commit to someone, they tend to like become obsessive, become attached towards the person they love. But before that, they are kind of people in which they form hard to get. These kind of people that form hard to get, in which no matter how much you try to get their attention, they have to put you through hell before you finally get their number, before you finally get to talk to them and all those things like that. These are examples of people with Venus Pluto aspect. They are very, very difficult. It's very difficult to get their attention. They prove difficult to win their heart or win their love. So because there's these things about these acceptance things, like they struggle with this acceptance, like accepting people easily based on what they've been through. Accepting people easily, like bringing people into their life easily based on what they've been through in the past. So they are the kind of people in which they don't easily allow someone to come into their life. So they form hard to get when it comes to their love life. They are very reserved, when it comes to love and all those things like that. So they like to take their time when it comes to love. When they like to take their time, and they like to be sure that, okay, this person they want to commit to, they want to be sure that this person is really worth it. Because another thing about this Venus Pluto aspect people is that they really love it. They really love it when it's kind of like because they kind of based on the kind of people that attract them, they are attracted to powerful people. Yeah, they're attracted to powerful people of higher positions, people of bigger positions, people that command. Or if you're not in bigger positions, just be a kind of person in which you tend to have control over something. You tend to be in control, you tend to command authority. Yes, someone that commands authority, yeah. They don't really like it when their relationship with someone who can easily bend to any rules or bend to anything, like someone that doesn't have the mind of their own, kind of. So they want someone who command authority, who controls, like that. Someone in which has this powerful aura about themselves. These are the kind of people that interest them the most. Yeah, these are the kind of people that interest them the most. So that exactly explains the Venus Pluto aspect based on love life. And another thing about them is based on love life is that they hardly fall in love, but when they fall in love, they fall deep. They hardly fall in love. Venus Pluto aspects people hardly fall in love, but when they fall in love, they fall deep. These are the kind of people in which they have a lot going on in their life and they don't have time for love, romance, and all that. But when they fall, because the Pluto aspect is about intensity. The Pluto aspect on Venus is about intensity. Now, and Venus is about love. Now, it not depends on what they, put their love into. I think it makes sense if those people put their love interest into making more money for themselves or achieving good career success. That's not a bad idea. I think. So, like I was saying, so anything they put their mind into, like their love, like they show love to, like they commit deep. So let's take for example, if they love someone, finally get to love someone and all that, and they commit to that person, and at the end of the day the person betray or disappoint them, it eat them so deep. Such kind of betrayals eat them so deep. So that's why the kind of people in which you can understand why they find it difficult to easily let in people in their life, especially when it comes to romantic or love related matters. Yeah, because they know how much they can really love so deep, like coming to someone. So that exactly explains um, the trait of Venus Pluto aspects. That explains it. So my advice for people with Venus Pluto aspect is that as much as you people have very intense, possess very intense energy and powerful aura and all that great personality, you people have a lot to achieve. You can achieve great things in life, very great things, but it depends on what you commit to, what you set your heart to. It's very important. It's very important. For the ones who are able to find their partner, a good partner for themselves, good one for you. And the ones who are still looking forward to find a partner for themselves, I would say take your time. Just take your time. Yeah. And another interesting thing about Venus Pluto aspect in relationship or love is that they tend to fall in love with someone who shares kind of like Pluto trait. Like Venus Pluto aspect people, when they meet someone they love, you get to find out that the person they love tend to have a powerful Pluto placement in their natal chart too. Yeah, because the Pluto is always ringing the bell. Yeah, and that's why because the Pluto is powerful, it's more of a very powerful planet, a planet of dominion. So they want that kind of character in their partner. They want that kind of character in their partner. So that's it. That's it for the Venus Pluto aspect, traits and based on love life and personality. So I've come to the end of the video. If you have watched up to this moment, thank you so much for watching, and remember to kindly subscribe, like and share my video. And also another time I'll be talking about the Venus Uranus aspect based on love life and Venus Neptune aspect based on love life, because this aspect, these are generational planets, outer planets in astrology, and they tend to hold so much power. Yeah, generational planet tends to hold so much power that not many people really know about this. Yeah, they tend to have so much power, so much very intense planets they are. So till another time, we talk about different aspects again. So thank you so much for watching. Bye for now. See you later. Bye.
Subscribe.
Thanks for watching.